Hello everyone, welcome back to Chinwe's kitchen. I know it's been a while here. A lot be happening. I work, I do business. It's just so demanding, but I'm going to try to strike a balance so that I can be here often. So thank you all, and I do appreciate your patience. Thank you so much. I've been seeing subscribers, I've been seeing views. I do not take it for granted at all. Thank you. So today's video is all about how to make Oha soup the traditional way. Now this is the Oha leaf, very fresh, and this is a bunch. And this particular Oha leaf, you don't slice it with knife like how you do ugu and the rest. So I plucked it all out from the stem, and I'm just going to use my hands like this, to shred it and get it ready, for this recipe. So this is how you prepare the leaf, and I already washed it. Next is the ogiri, which is the native ogiri according to we Igbos. That's how we call it, and I had to open it up from its wraps, and this is how it comes wrapped up in all of those leaves, just to preserve it. And you can see how fresh it's looking. And for this particular soup, we're not going to be using ogiri okbe. This is the ogiri for this soup. Next is the thickner, which is the cocoyam, and we'll call it ede. So I am going to be boiling the cocoyam. I'll clean it first and reduce the hairs. As you can see, I'm not peeling it off. So after cleaning it, I just put it into the pot, added water, and started cooking it. As you can clearly see, I have to allow this to cook very well. It has to be soft. Yes. So it's cooked now, and I allowed it to cool for some time. I'm just using my hands now to peel it off. So I had to do all of them like that, and I wanted you to see the process. Now there's cocoyam powder, but I just wanted to prepare this meal the traditional way. You can choose to blend this, okay, but I wanted to just pound it, do everything the traditional way. Now you can see this will now turn into a paste, and I added red oil, which is palm oil, to it to also fasten or quicken the smoothing process, and just achieve a very beautiful paste that will add color to the soup much later. When doing this, try as much as possible to avoid it from forming seeds, so it has to be smooth. Now you can see how it's turning out. It really looks good. Preparing Oha soup can be quite tedious if you want to go the traditional way, but if you get it right, in the end, it's always worth it. Now you can see how beautiful it's looking. So the thickener is ready. So my meat for this soup is cooking, well seasoned. I'm using cow head to prepare this Oha soup. And so I'm just going to allow it for some time. I really want it to be soft, especially the pomo aspect of it. I don't like it hard at all. At this point, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, and do not forget to click the notification bell so that when there's a new video from me, you will be the first to get it. So these are all my ingredients. You can choose to use banga juice, but I'm using palm oil today. There's blended crayfish, seasoning cubes, blended pepper, salt. I have dissolved the ogiri bowl, and that's a blended fresh pepper. I have smoked fish, stockfish, prawns. So the meat is cooked to my taste, so let's get started. I already have the amount of water I need in it, and you can add uziza leaf or the seeds to yours, but I enjoy my Oha soup without uziza in it. Do yours the way you like it. Blended crayfish, followed by the blended fresh pepper, and next I'll be adding the seasoning cubes. I always love to add dry pepper to my soup, so I'm going to be adding just a little to it. I'm going to stir properly so everything can really mix up nicely. Next, I'm adding the palm oil. You can see it's not so much because of the paste that has the oil in it. So I'm just going to stir it, and at this point I will allow the oil to cook. So I'm just going to cover it up and allow it to just cook for some time. Now, do you enjoy eating Oha soup? Like, Oha soup is one of my favorites. I enjoy eating Oha soup a lot. Now you can see it's boiling so well. I'm gonna go ahead now to add my stockfish, smoked fish, and prawns. You can also add periwinkle if you want. I'm going to stir properly. Now this is really looking good. Next, I'll be adding the native ogiri, which is also called the ogiri Igbo. Now, this ogiri actually has a strong smell, but it just takes the soup to another level in terms of the taste and the flavor. I dissolved it in water, so that's why it's looking like that. Yes, and I'm just going to stir properly. So all this time I have not added salt to it, and that's because I'm trying to be careful. The meat stock has, a little salt to it, and the ogiri too has a little salty content, so I just want to taste for salt first, and it wasn't really enough, so I went ahead and I just added a little to it. So I'm just going to stir properly for everything to mix up very well. Next, I will be adding the thickener now. I will be adding the thickener, which will make it, thick. And this stage is actually the high point of this soup. Okay, so I'm just going to cover it up after adding it and just allow it to boil. Now you can see this is really looking good. Okay, so I'm just going to open it up because it's boiling well enough now. You can see that it's looking thick, but if the paste is not properly dissolved, you can use your spoon to just melt it. Yes, and then this is the time to add the oha leaves. I'm going to be adding it bit by bit because I don't like the leaves to be, too much. Okay, so I'm just going to stir, and when adding the leaves, it's not supposed to stay on the fire for too long again. So I'm just going to be adding the leaves bit by bit, and I'll stir in between until I'm done adding all the leaves that I want to use, and then I'll stir for the last time and the soup is ready. Now oha soup will also thicken up when you allow it to cool down just a little bit. And then that is it for the soup. I hope you enjoyed watching. Leave me your comments, and don't forget to like and share and subscribe. Click on the notification bell so that when there's a new video from me, you will be the first to get it. And I went ahead to serve it. Now I enjoy eating my oha soup with like any swallow, but for now I am doing a black plantain swallow, so you can use any swallow of your choice. I also enjoy eating oha soup with white boiled yam. It's also very nice. You can try it out if you haven't. Okay, so that is it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.